Everyone, how are you all doing today? So today I did this neutral look, if you will, using different price point products. I don't know if you can guess which is the expensive product, the one on my eyes or the one on my lips. Stay tuned to find out. Hi guys, so today we're gonna do a neutral look. I've already got my foundation on. I have a little bit of powder under my eyes, and I was thinking about, kind of what I wanted to do. I've got a couple of new products coming in that I'm gonna do reviews for all of you. I'm eagerly awaiting the Pat McGrath Divine Rose. I don't know when this goes up, whether my review of that will already have gone up because there's been some shipping issues. I won't go there. Other people have talked about it. Anyway, now available on Sephora, or was available on Sephora and then sold out. If you can get it on Sephora, I would suggest you do that because Sephora gets their stuff to you like instantly. But anyway, at least in my case. So what we're gonna do today is use some oldies but goodies, go through some of the products that I use all the time that I love. And then we're gonna use the Hermes matte lipstick, which I have not used on screen before. I've used the satins. And I'm gonna show you a eyeshadow palette. I guess it's a quad, it's not really a palette, that I think will surprise most of you, because I tend to do luxury, or at least what you would consider high-end makeup and skincare. And this particular product is not expensive at all, and has amazing quality. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start with some bronzer. This is my Tom Ford bronzer in Terra. One of my favorite bronzers, guys. I've been using this, I don't even know how long I've been using this. Forever. That's the Terra on me. And it's a great bronzer. It just works really well. I recently did a review of the Charlotte Tilbury versus the Physicians Formula, and really interesting that those two, at least in the light shade in the Physician Formula and the light shade in the Charlotte Tilbury, are very, very similar. I will say though, wearing that more often, the Charlotte Tilbury has a blurring effect that the Physicians Formula does not have. But I will say, if you're looking for something light and you're pale like I am, those work really well on the skin. They're not too orange, they won't be too dark. The Terra though, I have to say, still my favorite. Now, it may be my favorite just because I've used it forever and I'm used to it. I mean, I don't know, but it's just, I think it looks really good on my skin. It bronzes it up. It doesn't make it, too orange or too brown or anything. Now, you'll also notice the hair. I fell asleep with it damp and my hair is not straight. My hair is like wavy. And now that I've had it cut, it actually isn't, weighed down by like 50 feet of hair. So yeah, it's this. There's not much I can do about it. So anyway, sorry about that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Tom Ford cheek color. This is Inhibition, and I can't remember now, because now I've done, believe it or not guys, I've done 50 videos. Hooray! Can you believe that? 50. Haven't actually been on the air that long, but 50 videos. This is Inhibition. And Inhibition is one of my favorite shades for blush. I just think it's a really nice, simple shade. It works really well on my skin tone. I think it would work light to medium. I think if you are much darker than that, it might not be pigmented enough, but I will tell you there are lots of Tom Ford cheek products that would. But the Inhibition, I don't know. I mean, it's pigmented. It's not like it's, it doesn't show up. I mean, you can see. On my skin, I am so fair that anything shows up. But on a deeper skin tone, I think it actually would be pretty. So I think you know, if you're interested in one of the Tom Fords, I think the Inhibition would work for, I did fair to medium, maybe medium dark, a deeper skin tone, it might be a little too light. The Natasha Denona Super Glow. Natasha Denona Super Glow, which I've used, I don't even know how many times I've used this. I mean, a lot. And this is definitely a icier shade. So if you're looking for something cool toned, I think this would work well for you. If you're looking for something warmer toned, this is not, this particular one, this isn't fair. This is not the highlighter for you. I'm gonna go with the Sonia G. Buff that out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that sit for a second. I do have a dog, Remi, again. Remi, you wanna say hi to your adoring public? Say hi, you're not on camera. Come here, buddy. So, I know, buddy, it's okay. Because of course, you know, we're getting warmer weather, I've been opening the windows and the doors, and flies get in, makes Remi very upset. So Remi comes and sits with me, and then he wants to leave and he gets upset. And any of you that have pets, you understand, you know, they're your babies and you want them to be okay, but Remi is special. Couple things that I wanted to mention coming up. So I'm gonna do a clean beauty video. Kara Weiss and Ilia and a couple of other Westman Atelier. There's a couple of things that I'm gonna do for a full face of. I'm also gonna do the new Marc Jacobs collection that came in. Will I buy it? There's a few things that I've got on the list that I need to get through. Let's go to eyes. So, what is the product? What is the brand that I'm talking about? And it's e.l.f. And this one is the Truffle palette. I'll show it to you guys. I'll swatch it. And I actually got a couple of them. I have like 4 or 5 of them. And they have various shades. This one is very neutral. As I promised today, I'm gonna do a sort of a monochromatic neutral look. But what I would tell you is that the pigment is really good. And it's just, I mean, it's a really pretty formula. It goes on really nicely. It's got really good pigment, and it's $3. $3. Now, I mean, how do you beat that? So I have it in a couple of different shades, different palettes, and I'll show some pictures above. I think it's a really great little quad. I mean, I don't know how you like, you know, it's $3. So anyway, so I'm gonna put this on my eyes today. You guys can see how it looks. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. So we're gonna do a simple look, nothing too complicated. We'll go in with this shade here, this matte shade. I don't know if it actually has names. Well, we'll see. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush and use this as the transition shade. And, you know, I think for a everyday look, I just think this particular palette, which by the way, the name of it, this one is Truffles, which I don't know, I like that. I think it's just really pretty. So hopefully everyone's doing well out there. Everyone is starting to go back to a new normal, I guess, is the best way to describe it. You know, there's definite changes here in Massachusetts. We are in the beginnings, next week, I think, of phase 2. We still don't have nail salons or spa treatments. You know, no Botox going on, no facials or lasers or anything like that. I keep saying I want to get my eyebrows microbladed. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. If I ever do want to do Botox, I don't know when that's gonna happen. All right, let's go in with the mini booster, and I'm gonna go into this dark brown shade here. Just on the outside. And I'm kind of doing, you might not be able to see because of my hair, you know, like I've called it before, a 7, sort of a elongated, out towards my brow kind of thing. Really easy to do, guys. Just, you know, make sure you don't have a ton of product on your brush, because if you do, it's going to be hard to blend it out. But, you know, and if you do put too much on, you can always wipe it off later, I mean. But if you go in with a lighter hand, then you can build it. If you go in with a lot of product, a lot of times, it is harder to erase. I'm not saying you can't, it's just, you know, a little more difficult than trying to build it up. And I'm just kind of going back and forth now, bringing that darker shade into the crease a little bit. You know, circle and then windshield, circle and then windshield. And then, like I said, I'm pulling it out a little. You can see kind of how that looks. And then I'm going to go in with this shimmery shade here, my finger, and just put that on the eyelid. Just patting it in. And if you don't like using your finger, you don't have to. There's a lot of Sonia G brush, well, I mean, there's a lot of brushes. I tend to go with Sonia G when I'm trying to put on a sparkly shade, but if I'm not gonna use my finger. But the Worker One brushes, they work really well because they kind of mimic a finger almost. They're, as you know, my love for Sonia G. So I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss number 3 brush, fluffy brush, nothing on it. Just, you know, buffing that in just a little bit. Again, very light. I'm not, you know, going harsh. And I'll take the pencil 1, going with the darkest shade here, and very, very lightly, because it's like a black. Just on the outer corners of the eye. I'm not putting it all the way. Just like a little bit on the outer corners. Such a pretty quad. I'm so excited that I found those products. So those are great. So let me curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and then we'll go to lipstick. For those of you who are interested, I am using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal mascara today on my eyes. I really enjoy the mascara. There's a couple of new mascaras that I'll be trying out the next couple of videos, and some are clean beauty, some are new collections. So we'll see how those go. The ones that I've bought so far from the Sephora haul and others, I haven't found any that I really didn't like. So far so good. All right, so let's go ahead in with this is the Beige Natural. This is the matte lipstick from Hermes. And I'll link above the reviews that I've done of the other lipsticks, but I have not used the matte formula on camera. And it's really pretty. I mean, I have to say, it doesn't really feel like a matte. It feels, anyway, we'll see. All right, there's the shade. I do have it on over the Nude Brun Chanel lip liner because I just tend to use lip liners, but I will say that doesn't feel at all matte to me. That feels very comfortable. It's a pretty shade. I mean, wow, that is really nice. If any of you were thinking about the Hermes lipsticks and we're interested in the matte, but we're concerned that, you know, on dry skin it would be too matte, they are available on Nordstrom's right now. And I have to say, that's a pretty creamy matte. I really like that. I don't usually do matte lipsticks because I have very dry skin, so, you know, it's just not my thing. That is comfy. I like it. All right. So there we go. Final look. Neutral palette. Not anything particularly colorful, but I think a look that works well. I think it would work on most skin tones. I think it's a good everyday look. I really like it. And again, I've got e.l.f. Cosmetics for $3 on my eyes and Hermes lipstick on my lips, which is considerably more than $3. So you can certainly mix drugstore and luxury makeup. Find what works for you, find what you like. It's not all about price points or packaging. If you have any questions about the e.l.f. products or the Hermes products or anything else that I used today in this video, certainly let me know. Subscribe, hit like, share. It's all very important to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope to see you again in a video really soon.